ho, ho! What is going on? I'm zmoT. Beachmas Tree in the shop for free, and if you close that accidentally, don't worry, it is there in the shop. It is free, and if we go into our decorations tab, you can see that I've already built the maximum amount of Beachmas trees. It is right about there. It does have that camera that pops out and spies on you. You can hide a mine in behind it. That is about all that it's good for. Entertaining, adding festive cheer, and that is about it. Decorations are great. Happy to have that back. Do make sure you grab it before December 31st, because who the heck knows when it's going to come back. If you see it in that shop and you click on it thinking you'll get two of them, bad news for you. You can only have one. It's just a visual glitch. Speaking of visual glitches, this is not one of them. My warship has fallen in the absolute toilet. Christmas holidays, Christmas imbibing, is that the right word? Adult beverages not doing well for me. As we look at my log, it is full of red. Red and green is great for Christmas, bad for your warship though. What we are going to show you is I have been just holding out, buying nothing, trying to get to that node right there. This is where my end game was, needed to get to that. Was a little bit surprised when I looked at all of the bases, seeing no one with that third shock launcher, or almost no one. So that building health node has been my absolute focus. I have got nothing else along the way. We're gonna upgrade that shock launcher to max. Gonna do a quick review over my tech tree. This node probably, you know what? We're gonna max our critter launchers as well. We've got over 2 million tokens, and I think that should be plenty to finish out the season. We are missing the Flotsam, which is right there. That is on my list, my Christmas list. We've also missed the second Doom Cannon, which is right about there. Need to go through some troop health to get there. So, couple things on the list. Also, that third shock launcher. If you have a look at my number of keys, we're at 7 plus 25 in the next chest. That works out about perfect for that shock launcher. That Doom Cannon is a ways away. The Flotsam, I believe, is also 32, so need to make some decisions there. I assume a shock launcher will be better, but we'll find out in the next little bit. I am running Orion's base. Orion still up there. Where are you, Orion? Orion falling down a little bit, but still pretty darn good. I don't even know if he's falling down, to be completely honest. 925 battles, and he has been in hiding for quite a while, so well done, Orion. The base that I am going to be copying is Abo's, though. If we have a quick look at that, it's amazing just how much stuff people have. There's the Flotsam, 1, 2, 3 shock launchers, laser beam, and shock blaster. So if we have a look at the end of that tech tree, got that node. Like, it's crazy just how much stuff people have. So I tried the bus rush, figured with 250% troop damage I could probably pull it off. Saw a couple people mentioning it, but then it was just an absolute failure. I am likely going to be out-teching people and or being absolutely out-teched. There's this weird balance going on right now where people at my level either have a ton more tech or a ton less tech. It's very, very strange. I gotta say, this weekend was probably the least motivated I've been for having skill or winning even. Just wanted to collect my chests, which is not a great state to be in. I feel like every single person has more troop health than I do. As a result, my heavy choppas have been getting shot out of the sky fairly quickly. So need that troop health at some point, but for right now, we're gonna use 3 boats heavy choppas. We are going to pay a little bit extra attention to things like boom cannons that have damage amplifiers near them, and we're just gonna walk through this base as carefully and quickly as we possibly can. Flaring is important right about now because it's going to keep our bombardiers below the range of that whatever the heck it's called. I also did not plan to go on this side of the base. Wanted to drop on this right-hand side, but brain not paying enough attention. We're gonna get you guys over here. I am gonna get all of my GBE onto this sky shield over on this right-hand side. Don't have a lot of GBE yet, but by the time that what is that called? That sky shield goes, we should have enough GBE to shock this stuff. Heavy chopper is gone already. Like I said, my heavy choppers have been exploding ridiculously quickly. I feel like everyone else that I've seen has more troop health than I have. So if you're stuck down low like me with this teeny tiny minuscule amount of troop health, know that you're not alone. And by the way, it is crazy that 150 or 100% troop health is considered low this season. Everyone has 150%, it feels like. It is crazy. I don't know what's going on. I feel like everyone else went back for that extra Doom Cannon, and I just have been holding out and holding out and holding out for that 250% building health. Whether that's the right call or not, I couldn't tell you. Come on, Bombardiers, getting rid of that gosh darn Doom Cannon. Rocket launchers are gone, and now we're going to send the rest of our troops sneaking through, away from that mortar, away from that sniper tower, and you know what? Let's just send them onto that engine room. Forget about that machine gun. Let's go onto that engine room. We are not going to be fast, but we are going to be fast at throwing that next flare out, throwing that barrage out. Let's just throw the rest of our GBE towards a flare as we get 1 minute 52 seconds. If you're not feeling super duper inspired on the Warships front, know that you are not alone. But as long as you stay, and I feel like part of this is because of the fact that usually I would have parked by now, probably, and it really doesn't matter where I finish up because I've already been up to 1435. So even if I fall down to 21, it really doesn't matter. So I need to find some motivation somewhere. If you guys have any suggestions, please do hit me up in the comments. Probably, I feel like I need to go either live on Discord or live on YouTube. Get some of you guys' feedback, get some collaboration. I don't know, just maybe it's the fact that I am just inundated with Christmas things and Christmas wrapping, and my wife and I are hosting my brother and his kids and my parents for the first time, so lots and lots of external stresses. Which way do we go? I really do prefer to go from the right side, so that's what we're gonna do to start with. Gonna send you from there, and just one more. Come on, 2 of you, and then just holding out. Come on, there we go. Flare is expired. Let's get you over here. Is this a bad idea? Probably. I find that I've been spreading my troops too gosh darn thin, kind of like I have been spread way too gosh darn thin this holiday season. So maybe that's the theme of the day. Let's shock that boom cannon, but that's not a shock, that's a barrage. Things not going as well as I would have liked. Let's get a shock on that boom cannon, trying to keep all of these troops on this left-hand side alive. Doubt that we're going to get anywhere near that bottom engine room. Did not plan on our troops pathing terribly well, but we've got enough stuff happening by the Kavan. We don't really need to worry about anything down here, or up there, I should say. A couple heavies have gone upwards, not in the right sort of path. Come on, dudes. Where are you gonna go? Everyone's kind of just stalled around this middle section. Somebody's got to go north, somebody's got to go south. Who's it gonna be? Nope, they all went north instead. So we are not getting much great value out of this at all. That top bombardier is in a world of problems. Let's try and keep him alive. Try and send Kavan up there. Hey, look at that. They're coming south. They're coming south for the winter. That a guys? That a guys. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This attack not going anything like I pictured it at all. This guy that we threw underneath that smoke is still alive somehow, some way. That bottom engine room, this managed to get some form of a split that was not great, but the fact that we've got 250% building health, keeping us, propelling us, moving forwards. Kind of showing that every time I lose, it's kind of my fault at the moment. I'm at a low enough rank that like a 7 should beat. Naked 7 loses to 6, sure. 6s have been hunkering down, getting some extra stuff, but now that I've gotten along that tail end of the tech tree, there's really no excuse. Need to buckle down. Now that build troop health, too expensive. The next shock launcher, super, super appealing, but my next chest, I only get 32 keys, and spending high on my list of things to do. So do let me know if you think I should hold out and go through some more troop health. I just feels like my heavy choppas have been falling out of the sky ridiculously quickly. That third shock launcher is gosh darn appealing, but maybe you think a doom cannon is better because I get to go through some troop health. I feel like this tail end of the season, if you want some tips on your tech, if you're not as far in the tech as me and you want some tips, do hit me up in the comments, but if you're further, would love some feedback as well. Weird balance. 23 versus 24, they have only 50% building damage. That is tiny. Makes me feel like maybe they're using Seekers or something. That's crazy. I would love to be able to picture in my head what their tech tree is, but we've got 4 times the building damage. They have twice the troop health. I'm thinking they're going to be quick. I'm thinking they're going to be using Seekers is my guess, or heavy choppa, rocket choppa. I just feel like our tech is way too different. I am going to switch to 2 boats heavy choppas because I don't feel like they're going to be able to take my heavy choppas out of the skies. They don't even have rocket launchers. Okay, warning bells are going off here, my friends. Warning bells in a big way. We're gonna go 3 boats of you guys over there. We are gonna send 1 and 2 over here. Then we're just gonna hold, like fully holding. This bombardier going to get that right-hand side engine room, getting rid of that. I have no idea where I'm going to need that next heavy choppa. I think we're going to save it to send it back to the right. Actually, you know what? We're going to send it right there. That way we can deal with that boom cannon that's sitting there. We're going to send Kavan over into here. He's going to bring back a bombardier because we intentionally let a bombardier get hit by that mortar. Not intentionally at all. Don't listen to me. That's a lie. We are going to throw our barrages and artilleries all the way back there. I feel like we have a bunch of GBE for the first time this season. Getting rid of some of those mines. Getting rid of that sky shield bit by stinking little bit. 1 more artillery needed for that back sky shield. We are just going to kamikaze flare here in a little teeny tiny bit. Speaking of kamikaze, that... Oh man, look at that, just barely avoiding that boom mine. Oh, we're not going to kamikaze flare because we've got all of the time in the world. How is that back sky shield still alive? Feel like they probably have more building health than I'm used to. Actually, I know for a fact they've got more building health than I'm used to because I threw so many barrages and artilleries towards that sky shield and it's still up. That's a good point to note. Just showing that I clearly forgot about the new building health. Very useful. I'm very curious to see what troops they used. What did you use? There's Bullet. Yeah, there we go. I called it, my friends. Seekers coming out hot. That is a gutsy maneuver with this much building health, and their Seekers against all the building health, against all of the building damage, just couldn't burn through things. There are players still out there doing it, but Squiggle's having a rough go. As long as we win, this is gonna be the last hit of the video. I need to get back to all of the rest of the things. I don't know. I'm at a loss. This is a weird season. I think the next season starts on January 1st, too, I believe, which is going to be a weird start to the season. There's going to be some people starting with some foggy heads, I do believe. Champagne and the bubbles and the celebrations and whatnot. We shall see. We shall see. 23 versus 23, 200 versus 150, 200 versus 100. See, everyone has more troop health than I do. It is such a strange place to be in. I feel like troop health playing more of a factor than I would have liked to admit. We are gonna start on to here. Yes, I'm using 2 boats. We are gonna then get you out there and you out there. Need to get that heavy chopper onto some things. You out there as well, holding Kavan for the second. Don't have to worry too much at the second, but definitely need to worry a little bit as we send Kavan out and amongst the things. That right there is my concern. You know what? I'm doing it. I'm just gonna throw all of my gunboat energy towards that sky shield. Little bit concerned about that doom cannon wrecking my heavy chopper, and if that heavy chopper's not there, gonna have a little bit of a problem keeping our troops alive. Definitely need another shock here in the next little bit because that doom cannon is giving us some fits. Doing okay though. Kavan, little bit of health, low. Need that, there we go. Kavan still alive by the slimmest of slim margins. Gonna get that next second win because you never know how long he's gonna last. And now, almost would be helpful if those last 2, what are those guys called? Heavies would die. It's almost better if they were to die simply because of the fact that that critter launcher is going to be super annoying otherwise. Getting our troops back, get that critter launcher down, and then we can flare onto that engine room right there. That was intentional, by the way, letting them get the critter launcher down because otherwise we were going to have a very bad time as our troops shot stupid things. As those next couple shots go in the air, we're going to try to time it perfectly, not getting it quite right, but should still be able to win just strictly because of that building health slowing people down enough. So, mediocre attacks at the best. Let's see what we got against Valor Ghost. There we go. So I have lost to Valor Ghost a handful of times, beaten them a couple handful of times, getting a bunch of extra stars back into 24. Hooray! So the tech choices were painful. They were like I was losing, but just full tunnel vision towards that building health, and it has done wonders for me. As you can see, started the video in low 23, finishing it off in 24. So if you're unsure where to spend, do consider pushing towards that building health node. It will do good things for you, but there are some painful moments involved. Anyways, speaking of painful moments, do go click on that. All of the prizes. Go get yourself a Christmas present. Would love to ship you one, whether it be a t-shirt or a critter plushie. Do keep code zmoT in that boost. It does expire. That is annoying, but all you can do is keep pounding that in there. Throwing the Power Stone chance in the trash. That statue is no longer relevant. I shall talk to you soon. Thank you for coming in. Patience with my attacks and ranks. I'll talk to you soon. I'm zmoT. Peace.